just as in the darker periods of the dark nights, one thinks they will go on forever. So when one is consoled, one feels that now at last I've arrived, and all my groanings and aches and pains are nothing compared to the sense of God's presence and the envelopment of his kisses and embraces, or whatever images you've used. And St. John of the Cross says that it's divine love that is the source of the dark nights. So none of this comes from any vindictive attitude on God's part, but we project such on God. The whole concept of hell after death is a paradigm, or is at least related to the experience of rejection or alienation from God that took place in the dark nights or in the dying process. So is hell eternal actually? Or is it a hell eternal psychologically? That is to say, it seems like it will never end. And it's possible then that some of these descriptions of the eternity of hell are expressions of the experience of having gone through the dark nights, when time is overwhelmed by the experience of the moment, which doesn't leave room for succession or chronology anymore. In other words, it's a death experience. It's the end, which is the end of time, as far as we're concerned. So hell then, as a psychological state, begins to look more like purgatory, if we can draw images from the dark nights. And some of the early fathers raised doubts about the eternity or the endlessness of hell, perhaps for that reason, that they perceived that there's a psychological sense of eternity that occurs even in this life by way of anticipation.